All right, guys, welcome back. It's me, Daniel, with VintageMagic.com, and I am at my childhood LGS store, Andy's Sportscards in Bellevue, Washington. Oh, wow. Andy's Sportscards. Let me just tell you this. I lived in this street for eons, since I was pretty much in middle school to all of high school. This is my old street right there. My old house was actually up the street over there. Well, this LGS store, guys, is in a house. A house. So Andy has been kind enough to show us some of the great stuff he has. Andy is actually the biggest selection in the Pacific Northwest, in my opinion, of all Magic or sports cards. Andy, there he is. Andy is one of my oldest friends. I've known this guy since I was a little baby, like a little kid.
That's right.
So we have so many stores. Andy, why don't you show us the shop? Because this is going to be a great experience. Guys, look at this thing. Andy has been doing this for how many years? How?
Oh, God, since 92.
92. What made you start doing this kind of the shop? What was the premise behind it?
One of my sons said, "Hey, I'm into baseball cards. Will you buy me some to get me started?" So I spent $16,000 on it.
92.
In 92.
Wow.
And then about a year later, he gave it up. So that's how I got.
You got stuck with.
Right.
Now, real briefly, weren't you like an accountant or something back in the day?
Say again.
You were an accountant, right? You retired as an accountant or something?
Yeah.
Yeah. A CPA or just accountant? Were you a CPA or no?
No.
Just accountant. Okay. So Andy has a financial background. Andy is very meticulous on his pricing, and he's very old, what I call old school, which is great. But I actually sat in this. Where's the chair? Where's that? Oh, I used to sit in this chair right here somewhere.
Yeah.
This is his chair for years. Andy, when you sit in that chair for us, I just want to get a picture of you right out of the chair. Guys, you have no idea. I used to sit there with Andy. All right, big smile. 1, 2, 3. I used to sit with Andy. Actually, I don't think this is the chair. This chair is not the chair. Hold on. Okay, this wooden chair right here, this position right here. And I would sit with Andy right here, and we would watch games. Oh, there's the TV right there. For years. And we would talk about life. Right there was the Magic cards. And Andy, back in the day when Magic first came out, what was the craze? Was it crazy back in? Was it popular, Magic?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I remember going with my friends. We would come here, get some packs, and open them. Is it still one of the more popular things to collect? Magic the Gathering?
Yeah, what was the question?
Is Magic the Gathering still one of the most popular things?
Absolutely.
Why do you think Magic's lasted this long, in your opinion?
I don't know, unless it's... Well, when you have a baseball card, all you can do is look at it. You have a Magic card, you look at it, enjoy it, and play a game.
Right.
That's the big thing.
It's a big difference.
Yes.
You still have people come over and get the Magic cards, huh?
Right.
They still like it. All right, guys, what I love about this setup is, there's all the Magic section, is he's pretty much like so back in the day, there was basements and houses. This is an incredible selection of Magic the Gathering booster boxes and packs. Did you ever get any like Alpha, Beta, Unlimited back in the day, or just the Revised? Revised, right. I remember that. I remember Revised back in the day. It was like what the MSRP price. Oh my God, it was so cheap. And now, do you know how much a Revised starter deck is?
Oh, a lot.
Before it was $20. You know how much it is now? I've been selling them $600 to almost $800 a deck.
Wow.
A deck. So now the starter decks came in 10 boxes, 10 of 10. So it's literally like a $600 to $750 box. Is that insane?
It is.
Absolutely insane.
It is.
You got Ultimate Masters. Oh, well, that's good. That's a fun one. Look at that guy. So what I really loved about this card shop is I grew up in the classic 90s. And the 90s was one of my, was I think one of the craziest fun, like it was the most mass produced, right, ever in sports cards. But it was kind of the insert era. Remember that?
Yeah.
When they started having like the patches of cards and autographs.
Yes.
And that's what kind of changed the industry, right?
Right.
So I would come here with Andy's shop, buy some of these. I remember these Topps Finest and Stadium Clubs and everything you can think of. These are all the newer packs. But you know what I really liked, actually, guys, was these older packs right here. Look at this. 1981 Fleer, for those of you baseball fans. 1982 Donruss, Cal Ripken Jr. rookie card. And look at this. It's just, these were what I love the most. And fun fact, I grew up with the 1989 Donruss. There it is. Gem mint handwriting. Andy and I would always say gem mint. And this was it, the Griffey rookie that got me started in 1989. I would buy the packs. And I don't know if Andy remembers this because, I'm not going to date Andy, but Andy has been doing this for a long time. How many years have you been doing this now? Over almost 20 plus years, right?
Right.
Well, you just in 92, so Magic the Gathering's anniversary is right now. It's 25 years. You've been doing this 26 years. Wow, unbelievable.
Yeah, it is.
And guys, this is another thing. I got Andy into graded cards. We were, just kind of some of the older vintage cards, and look at this. He has a lot of graded older cards. Not necessarily the best condition, but just a lot of great classics. Andy, you have a favorite player? A favorite card?
Well, yes, a favorite player, but I can't afford the card, namely Babe Ruth.
Okay, so your favorite player is Babe Ruth, the 1933 Gaudy?
Well, it was for a while, yeah.
Right. But that was your favorite guy, huh?
Oh, sure. Yes.
Did you collect baseball cards back in the day? Like, when you were a kid?
No. Well, I couldn't afford it.
They were even at 5 cents or whatever, right? You just couldn't.
Right.
It was expensive for what that was.
You're absolutely right.
Give us an idea of what 5 cents or 10 cents or whatever 1 cent would be going for back in the day. Is that what like how much was milk back in the day?
How much was what?
Milk, like a gallon of milk.
I can't, Dan, I don't remember.
Remember?
No.
All right. No problem.
Was it expensive?
It was cheap, yeah.
Cheap, yes.
Look at this, guys. He has some single cards. And you still, to this day, keep track of all this stuff, right?
Yeah.
You try your
best. I try to.
You use the good old Beckett, right?
Yes.
Pretty cool, guys. Andy is one of my oldest friends. Whenever I travel, up here, I live in Olympia now. It's a little farther south. But whenever I travel to the Bellevue area, Bellevue, Washington, it's kind of a Seattle metro area. I come and say hi whenever I can. Oh, there's one of my favorite sets, 1952 Topps. I love that set. And I remember guys, back in the day, it's funny. These Screwdown Cases. Oh my gosh. Do you guys remember this? Do you remember these Screwdown Cases?
Yeah.
I would buy these and think that this is the best way to store your cards. Now we just use card saver ones and top loaders, but that I used to put all the expensive cards that I had and screw them down. It was a lot of space. This is pretty cool, guys. Very nostalgic for me because it was actually not the first LGS store. LGS is local game store, but let's just say card shop. The first card shop that I ever went to, Andy, was the store that closed down, Evergreen Stamp and Coin. Remember that? In Bellevue. Yeah. And let me try to get us both here. There we go. Evergreen Stamp and Coin, and it was my first store. I would ride my bike, but now when I moved back in middle school and high school, I basically spent all the rest of my life, like 8 years plus, even in college. Andy would give me rides from the grocery store, and I would I would bribe him and say, okay, fine, I'll do whatever you want. Because I was so lazy to go up and bag some groceries. Andy had his gray truck.
Yes, yes.
Andy was one of my first just one of the first guys I ever met in gaming. And remember Kartik, a high school friend? He was an Indian guy. I don't know. It was a long time ago.
Vaguely, yes.
He was a neighbor over there, but it was a long time ago. So, guys, I want to make this video for Andy and for all of you guys, and I want to thank you, Andy, for your just love and friendship all the years. Andy shows you that he loves Magic and he loves collecting and just the kind of the ownership of owning a shop. Very proud of that, right?
Right.
You're very proud. What's the thing you're most proud about as a card shop owner? What's the number one thing?
Oh, meeting other people.
You like the experience of meeting people, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. It's the relationships.
Right.
It's not necessarily the money, is it? It's because money is one thing, right?
Yeah, right.
But it's more about the people you meet.
Yes.
The stories.
Sure.
That's really great. All right, guys. Well, Nick's asleep in the car. I showed Nick. Andy met Nick, but Nick was sleeping. And Nick is now 2-ish. So, what's crazy? Remember, I didn't have kids. Remember, I was just a little teenager. Yes. I grew up, and that's what happens. All right, guys. It's kind of a teary-eyed moment, guys, for me. I literally, I will tell you guys right off the bat. This is the store I grew up with, and to see all this just reminds me of a lot of great memories. I mean, it was just incredible. I mean, this vintage pool table thing, he had all his cases. This is his store, and it's basically the same store setup. And some of these papers are literally since the beginning of time. These papers, this is like, look at this. It's yellowed, and that's how long it's been. It's like Gem Mint 20-year paper, right? 20 years plus. All right, Andy, I'll be right back. I'm going to do a quick close. So, guys, thanks again for watching. This is a really great experience to do this. I hope you guys, if you ever come to Bellevue, Washington, come say hi to Andy. He has a great shop. Andy, thanks again. I'll be right back. I'll do a selfie. This is really cool, guys. Look at this. I love this. This door. This was the beginning. Guys, this right here was the beginning of time. All right, Andy. If you guys are watching this, this is one of the reasons why I started, how I got started back in the day. And I want you guys to remember something. Like, if you enjoy, if you guys have stories like this, kind of your old card shops, things like that, share it with your kids. Try to take them back to those old places if they're still around. These kind of places don't come very often in life. And I really want to thank Andy. Andy, wave goodbye. Thanks, Andy. Talk to you soon.